Tony, welcome back to Warrington.
Thank you.
You've had a bit of time to reflect on it. Has it started to sink in?
Oh yeah, no, we knew it was reality as soon as that whistle went. Yeah, it was fine. Fantastic. The reception that we got after the game was remarkable, but the reception since we got back to Warrington has just been mind-blowing, really, for the amount of people that turned out there today. There were certainly lots down there at Wembley, but looks like all of them, and they brought all their friends as well today, so remarkable.
Does it compare to anything else you've achieved in your career?
Oh no, I don't. Each time you achieve anything, they're all special. But the sights there today were quite incredible. I've never seen a town, all involved as much as what they have been here. And what it proves is, rugby league really is the #1 sport in this town. Everybody gets behind their team, and they showed that today, and they showed it yesterday as well.
Now, how long will the partying carry on?
Various. It'll vary for how old you are, really. I'd suggest. It wasn't as manic as some people would think or imagine last night. Everybody was pretty subdued, and lots. We had a few drinks together, but all our families were there, and a lot of us were in bed at reasonable hours and not unruly hours. But
well before the supporters, anyway.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's pretty emotionally draining as well, and sometimes you're just ready for to relax and find a quiet spot and sit back and reflect on some of these sort of things. But some of the young guys, they'll enjoy themselves for today and over the next day or so we'll get back into action for Super League.
When you arrived in March and I first interviewed you, you said there was quite a lot of work to be done and it would be a couple of years before things started to come good for Warrington. 6 months on, we've lifted the Challenge Cup already.
What I've said, and to be a very consistent and very good team, we need to become consistent, and we're not that yet. The Challenge Cup suited us to some degree. Warrington have had a reputation and ability to rise for big matches and on occasions and beat anybody on their day, and that's what I've said, and the Challenge Cup suits that. We were able to go out there and lift in each round that we played in for the Challenge Cup, and we deserved it and we got there. What we need to become is consistent on a regular basis and on a weekly basis and become a very good team in Super League, and probably reflected by where we're sitting at the moment. We're outside the 8 at the moment, and we need to become a consistent team that's going to be up near the top. So that will take a year or two, and so I think we're on schedule. I think we've always had the ability to raise ourselves for big matches or one-offs. But we need to get back to some consistency for next year at least. We haven't given up on this year. We need 2 wins probably to get ourselves into the finals, and if we get 2 wins, I think we'll be in there, and we'll scare some teams. But once again, it's about becoming consistent, and we haven't shown that lately.
Well, every game now is a big game for Warrington, but they will need to lift themselves for. So hopefully, on the experience of the Wembley win, they can build on that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, each game's going to be very important to us, and always is. But we need to find that extra bit this week. We're going to be up against a very good team who's had a week off and to freshen themselves up. But we like those sort of challenges. We'll knuckle down and have a really big back end of this week to have a real surge at it.
How difficult was it choosing the 17 to take the pitch?
Yeah, tough. It's always a tough one. It's tough to leave people out that have got a strong desire to be part of it. And everybody who didn't play were part of it. They played their role. They all came into camp with us down in London, and were terrific. Some were injured, some weren't, and the ones who weren't, that's a tough call. And I had to make a couple of tough calls on people, but. I don't shy away or shirk those sort of responsibilities. That's part of my role, but it's part of my role that I don't like, and because you disappoint some people. But they've been terrific. They really have shown that the team comes first, and they are part of the team. That's one of the important things. You see everybody who who's in the squad out there celebrating together, and that's a real important thing.
I think Kev Penny's a classic example of that, isn't it? Because, I mean, his enthusiasm on the pitch after the game was probably even greater than some of the players, the way he was celebrating.
Yeah.
And today, again, he was like just one of the supporters.
Well, yeah, he's a fantastic team member in all sorts of ways. So, you know, yeah, he's enjoying it, and so he should. You know, there's a lot more that goes into, you know, winning or success than just what goes on in 80 minutes of rugby league. There's all sorts of things that go on in the background and that can hamper your chances and or strengthen your chances. And we've got a group of people who are all working to strengthen our chances each time we go out there, whether they're in the team or not. And that's really important.
So finally, Tony, has Warrington got a very special place in your heart now?
Oh yeah, as soon as I became involved, you know, I told everybody, and I sincerely mean this, after I left my last job in terms of club coaching, if I could have you know, pinpointed one other club to go to who was ready for me and me ready for it, it would have been Warrington. And you know, so I'm very lucky to be involved and feel very privileged, and you know, looking forward to a really bright future together, you know, working with the group of players that we've got. And you know, I think the club's very ambitious and we suit each other, and you know, it's going to be a bright future for us.
Okay, Tony, well, finally again, congratulations and keep up the good work.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.